All right, Tommy with the Hobby Squad just got first place, well, tied for first place at my local yesterday, filming this on Thanksgiving. It was only a 4-round local, technically 3-round, because we split me and the other Undefeated decided to split the last round, but it was good. I played a deck had a lot of experience. Not experience, but I mean, as far as playing the deck, I played it for a full format. It's water, and this deck's a little underrated. It's a combo deck. It's pretty much just resolve this card and you win. The deck, it's kind of a dice roll deck sometimes, but hey, it happens. And yeah, so 3 Diva, obviously standard. I did a water combo earlier that went over exactly what the board ends on. If you want a little preview, it's pretty much just Molten Glacier, rip 2 cards out, and end on 5 negates. So it's pretty good, all off of Diva. But then you have Minstrel, the other deep sea card we play. It's pretty much just to rip cards out to make sure your Diva goes through, rip out the hand trap. If you have Dragoons with it, you are gonna win the game. No, I'm just kidding. You pretty much win the game if you have Dragoons with this, because you rip a card out and search into Diva, which is perfect. 3 Dragoons. This card's not as good as a lot of people think in the deck because we don't play any Mermails, actually. The card really is just, it's used in the combo because you still go Prince and send Dragoons, add Dragoons. That's still standard. But you special it off of Bushinki, which is not gonna, here it is, from your hand in your grave. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I still play it at 3 just in case you draw one, because you have to search one and add one. I mean, you could play it at 2, but it's nice to open with Minstrel and stuff. Like, it's not necessary to play at 2, but I like it. I mean, not necessary to play at 3, but I like it at 3. Some people are going to stop watching this right now, and I understand, but I'm only playing 2 Prince. This is the first list I decided to do this, and the main reason is you're really focused on seeing Diva. Prince is nice. If you open Prince in Extender, if you open Prince Infantry, or Prince Swap, like, you can still go full combo, which is nice. I just was relying a lot more on seeing this off of Diva than actually drawing it. Which makes sense the way I have the deck built. I'll show you. Just keep watching, you'll see. 3 Swap, 1 Ronin. This is pretty much just to go into Swap Frog. I like to special this twice, which is another reason I'm not relying on summoning this with an extender, is because I like to summon this twice in order to make the Ronin Toad, and not the Ronin Toad, what's it called? The Swap. The Totally Awesome. I know I say I play this deck for a long time, but I promise you I have. I just don't know why that wasn't coming to me. 3 Swap, just because I can make the Totally Awesome and then normal summon the Diva and feel like, you know, it's gonna go through, which is the name of the game. Not bricks, but the cards you don't necessarily need to see because you're going to search them all anyway. If you draw this, it kind of sucks, but you can still make your full combo without an extender. And these are good. Not much to say about these. This is really good. It's just, I don't know. It's nice that it comes back. It makes extra link plays. The bricks, you got to play them. Dragoon was pretty good for me yesterday. Triple Aria. This is a card I was originally playing only 1 of, but decided to bump to 3 just because I'm playing Prosperity. So the goal was, if I saw this, I could either search this off pot as an extra Diva if I have a card to make this live, or I could just search the card to make this live. The reason I say that is because it's only live if you have a Minstrel or a Swap Frog to make this be able to search Diva. Obviously, you can summon Neptibus and then search it, but by that time, it's a little late. Triple Cross out, the Instant Fusion, and the Called By. Just all to stop hand traps, really. Make sure the Diva goes through. Name of the game. Kind of a dice roll deck, but it is what it is. I try not to make it like that, but it turns out like that sometimes. I'm playing the 1 Droplet. This kind of pairs with the cross out, because this deck loses the Dark Ruler, loses the Droplet. Obviously, if they send a spell, you can't cross out it anyway, but it was a nice little one-off to have in there. The 1-for-1 helps you go full combo, and yes, if this were a drinking game, full combo would be the word that you would drink on, because I've said it so many times. Red Eyes Fusion, standard. For the hand traps, these are all just for cross out pretty much. You could play 2 Imperm if you wanted, and then the one-ofs if you like Imperm better, because it's pretty good this format. You don't necessarily have to main the nib even, because a lot of people are opting not to main nib anymore, but this deck gets blown out to it, so just in case there's that one guy maining nib, I want to be ready. Then you've got the extra, Apo, Boral. If I get an access code, I'd probably play it. Unicore, it's pretty good for removal. Bushinki's part of the combo. Hawk part of the combo. IP is part of your end board. Nightmare, it's decent removal. If you want to put something else in, you can. This is my first time actually playing it in the deck in a while. It's all right. And then Predaplant, part of the end board. Double Toad, mostly just because you can make one off your regular swap, and then make one by summoning Diva and going into your Bahamut playoff Diva. If you do the 1-card Diva combo, you can also make Dweller. Sometimes it's nice against certain decks, so I opt to play it as an option, because you can also just get rid of these. If you know you're making Dweller with the combo, you get rid of these off of your Prosperity, which is nice. Herald, a lot of times it turns up in the follow-up, but if you open up double Diva, which is why I like playing Infantry, it kind of raises the ceiling of the deck, because you can go Diva, Infantry, summon Diva again into Prince, and you can end on a nasty board with a Herald, which is cool. It's also just, a lot of times it ends up being follow-up. Like if your opponent can't break your board and you link off your Mullen Glacier, which happens a lot, because you can't attack, so they just pass and you can't attack if they know that you can't attack. A lot of times they won't even know. Not that I keep it from them, but if they just say they scoop, then I'm just gonna, allow them to scoop. But this is a good follow-up, because you have the extra Diva, you summon and make this, and whatever card they top deck, I mean, assuming you have your board still, like they're not breaking it. And then this for the Instant Fusion and the Dragoon, because it's busted. I did make this deck about 15 minutes before the tournament started. Mostly just because I didn't have the Drytron build I wanted to play ready, which was the Phoenix build with the Scythe. But this was fine. I made the side deck really quick, which is fine. But yeah, I like the deck also because, before going to side deck, just because once you know the combos, the lines of play are very, very straightforward, and you don't have to like think so much about all your combos. Like playing Drytron, it's nice, but like just having to think about everything you do so much, like not even knowing your Edborn, sometimes going into it, like this deck, I can visualize what I'm doing before I do it. Mostly because I've had so much testing with the deck too, and I love the deck a lot. But yeah, I just threw this together: 3 Droll, 3 Twin, 2 Dark Ruler, 2 Lightning, 2 different Dimension Ground. I was playing this over Judgment, even though Judgment is possibly better because it stops Dark Ruler. You could definitely play Judgments. I don't even think this card's that good against, like before when it was Tri Brigade format, this card was busted. It was so busted. It was busted against like every meta deck there was. But now it's kind of like, it's still good. But I might play Judgments just to stop the Dark Ruler. Red Reboot, IO, pretty standard, and the 1 nib. Just because, I put this side deck together in like a good 5 minutes, 2 minutes. But hope you guys like the build. I would definitely give it a chance if you haven't. It's a pretty fun deck to play. Like I said before, find that combo video. It's pretty spicy. And have a nice day, guys.